results are in, the lines have closed, and in the next half hour, one more Nancy must leave. No one wants to be in that dreaded sing-off in front of Andrew Lloyd Webber later. Here, performing Pick a Pocket and hoping you've picked them. Please welcome our final 8 Nancys and the Olivers.
In this life, one thing counts in the bank, a large amount. I'm afraid these don't grow on trees. You've got to pick a pocket or two. You've got to pick a pocket or two, boys. You've got to pick a pocket or two. Large amounts don't grow on trees. You've got to pick a pocket or two. Take a tip from Bill Sykes. He can whip what he likes. I recall he started small. He had to pick a pocket or two. You've got to pick a pocket or two, boys. You've got to pick a pocket or two. We can be like old Bill Sykes if we pick a pocket or two.
Oh, Nancy's and Olivers, everybody! But which unlucky Nancys are in the bottom two? All will be revealed later. You and your votes will ultimately decide who becomes the nation's Nancy. Remember, Andrew only has the power to save one girl each week up until our grand final, when it's completely down to you to decide who stars in Cameron Mackintosh's West End production. As well as the sing-off, our Olivers are back with another fantastic performance, and we have a real-life East Ender here to share her views on the Nancys. Yes, Barbara Windsor's here, everybody. We'll be having a Nancy Natter with Babs later. Plus, our girls are all in the same boat as we put their leading lady stamina to the test in this week's mission.
Come on, girls. Feel the pain and row!
Come in, number 9. Your time is up. Back again to put the critical oar in. Please welcome the expert panel. Doctor Who and Torchwood star John Barrowman. West End leading lady Denise Van Outen. Legendary pagan Barry Humphries. And our beloved phantom Andrew Lloyd Webber. Our final 8 are all desperately seeking West End fame. But have they done enough to push things forward at this crucial halfway stage? Let's take a look at what's been happening in Nancy and Oliver land.
Well, sometimes I go out by myself and I look across the water.
Tonight, for me, diction was the problem. Nancy tells a story, and you didn't tell me that story.
That lacked punch. Felt a little bit like you were marking it, not giving a full performance.
I'm a bit of a perfectionist and it was nowhere near of a high enough standard.
I think your best performance so far in the competition.
You act very well. I want to see something a little bit warmer from you, a little bit more playful.
Money notes have got to be made real, and they've got to be about acting. You made them real. Thank you very much. You gave us the benchmark performance.
You better stop before.
You've got a very distinctive quality. Don't lose it. Trying to please everybody, I sense a little inhibition.
What I'm seeing from the other girls, we're giving them the critique and all the stuff that we're telling them, and they're fixing it. You're not fixing it yet.
I really let myself down tonight. So if I'm in this thing off, I won't be surprised, to be honest.
It's like rain on your wedding day.
If you continue to do that, the lark can be singing her way to the West End.
You did sing wonderfully tonight, and you acted with real intelligence.
I'm out of love, set me free, and let me out this misery.
That was a great song of survival, and I think the best yet from you.
You're a fighter, and your Nancy is blossoming.
Spirits rise, and their dance is unrehearsed.
I think you've lost some of your fight.
I found that slightly cheesy. It was brave, but you made some of the wrong choices there with the lyrics.
I don't believe you could hold an audience in a West End theatre stage.
I want to be here and I want to prove that they are missing something that's in me.
Santa Claus we never see. Santa Claus, what's that? Who's he?
Bearing in mind the singing and bearing in mind what I saw today, it's Alex.
Thank you so much.
Since you've been gone.
You had bags of Nancy attitude. Just be careful that it doesn't get a little bit too shouty in parts.
It was a great, great performance. You're the youngest contestant, and I think you've made the furthest journey.
I'm so glad that he thinks I've improved because I feel like I'm not the girl that I was when I entered this competition.
Don't make me
You are developing into such a strong, brilliant actress.
You are fearless, and that's a quality I like to see in my leading lady. You're destined for the West End.
The competition's getting tough. Now, John Barrowman and Barry Humphries are here with me and the Nancys right now. How demanding is playing 8 shows a week going to be for our winning Nancy?
It's a marathon. I've been in 5 separate productions of Oliver, and it's a tough one. You've got to, well, not too many parties after the show. And I've never been off, I'm very proud to say.
Hurrah.
So,
Well done. Very good. Because, John, this week you were a little, I don't know, surprised or distressed to find out just how unfit some of our Nancys were.
I was, actually, because I made a surprise visit, and I popped in and I found things in their fridge like month-old lettuce. Basically what it was, I felt that they weren't living a healthy lifestyle, and in order to do 8 shows a week, you have to not only treat yourself like an athlete, you have to eat well and keep yourself physically fit. It doesn't mean getting skinny, it means keeping yourself in shape.
OK, so seriously, Nancys, you have to think about it. Obviously, you need, I think, is it 5 portions of fruit a
That's right,
day?
5 portions of fruit.
Just to help you, I've got you 4 toffee apples and a chocolate orange. I'm here to help. Our final... You want one, don't you? Our final 8 Nancys know it is survival of the fittest. So let's see how they coped with this week's mission.
Good morning, girls. Welcome to Molesey Boat Club. You need to be physically fit if you're going to be doing 8 2-hour shows every week, and part of that training starts here today. This is the Great Britain Under-23 for...
I'm wide awake now that I've seen the men in Lycra.
We're Lycra the Lycra.
Let's start building up a sweat. Attention, go.
I'm sure some of the girls will find this a little shock to the system.
On the rowing machines, Rachel and Ashley really stood out.
Just hit myself in the chin.
Sarah was lacking power because she's quite a short girl.
Keisha was struggling perhaps a little bit more than some of the others.
Oh my gosh, I'm probably the slowest here.
Rachel and Jessie did really well on the fitness, and the others have got to step up to where they are.
I could do this for ages.
We're going to go out on the water and do a little race. Andrew Lloyd Webber will be seeing this race, so obviously I'm sure he cares who wins. Rowing's got a lot of things similar to what you girls will be doing when you're on stage, things like teamwork. So you're going to have 2 team captains, and then they're going to select the crews themselves, Ashley and Rachel. Okay?
In sports and things, I was always the last one picked, and that's how I got into theatre, really.
Fuckers.
Stranger.
Me. Sam. Keisha.
Come on, Sarah.
May the best team win. Teamwork is the key for this. Wide eyes, wide face, you're wide awake.
We've got the
eye of tiger. They're all tall.
We're trying to hear you.
Attention. Go.
1, 2, 3, row! And row!
Keisha seemed to struggle the most. I think she panicked a little bit, but the rest of the girls kept saying, come on, Keisha, you can do this.
Come on, girls!
Oh, it's close.
And row!
Sarah got a little bit confused technically, and that then affected other people up the boat.
See, Rachel and Jessie, it's their power. The power's pulling away.
Jodie was maybe not the fittest one there, and over a long distance race or 8 shows a week, it really might start to tell. Rachel was very, very competitive, and at one point I had to say, shush, let me tell them what to do.
Winners, Nancy 2, Rachel's crew. Ashley and Rachel were the two best performers we saw today. But certainly they've all probably got a bit of a way to go with their fitness if they want to perform 8 shows a week.
Our team came through and we worked as a team.
Yes.
Do you know what?
You see, cockiness doesn't get you anywhere.
Cockiness don't get you nowhere.
No.
And the winner celebrated with curry and chips. Glad they learned the fitness lesson. Performing sisters are doing it for themselves and wanting to be the ultimate leading lady. Please welcome our Nancys!
Now there was a time when they used to say that behind every great man there has to be a great woman. But in these times of change, you know that it's no longer true. So we're coming out of the kitchen, 'cause there's something we forgot to say to you. Six sisters are doing it for themselves, standing on their own 2 feet and bringing on their own bells. Sisters are doing it for themselves. Now this is a song to celebrate the conscious liberation of the female state. Moms, daughters, and the daughters too, yeah. Woman to woman, we're singing it with you. We say sisters are doing it for themselves, standing on their own 2 feet and bringing on their own bells. Sisters are doing it for themselves. Now we ain't making stories and we ain't laying plans. No, that a man still loves a woman, and a woman still loves a man. Sisters are doing it for themselves, standing on their own 2 feet and bringing on their own bells. Sisters are doing it for themselves.
A lot of talented sisters on that stage, and watching that performance very closely was Denise, Andrew, and Nancy fan and EastEnders star Barbara Windsor, ladies and gentlemen. It's very nice to have you with us, Barbara. You were a close friend and colleague of Lionel Bart, who wrote the musical Oliver.
He was one of my greatest friends. I was in one of his biggest hits, which, apart from Oliver, which was Things Ain't What They Used to Be, and I was in his biggest flop, which was Twang.
Knowing him as you did,
Yes.
do you think he'd have any favourites out of our final 8?
Yes, I mean, you've got to remember with him, he only wrote that part for Georgia. I mean, Georgia Brown, the great Georgia Brown, was Nancy as far as he was concerned. She had everything, you know, the ballsiness, the vulnerability, the brashness, everything. But he was a funny bloke, he was. He might say, let's put a spanner in the works and go for something different. You know, and it's funny, I see like a couple of girls, a couple of the young ones, you know, and taking from John what he said a couple of weeks ago, who could redefine Nancy.
All right, well, Barbara, we are going to hear more from you, because next week, Barbara and Denise will be putting our Nancys through their acting paces in a very special mission. Now, Denise, who are you going to be keeping your eyes on in that mission?
I'm definitely going to be looking at Jodie. The last acting mission, she held back a little bit, and she's gaining her confidence each week, so I want to see what she's going to bring to the role now. And I'll also be watching Jessie very closely, because Jessie has something very special and magical about her when she performs and sings on stage. So I want to see if that carries across with her acting, if she's the full package for Nancy.
All right, Andrew, what are you be looking at?
I'm going to be honest, I was knocked out by Keisha in that routine, and I want to see what she did.
OK. Well, looking forward to seeing that mission next week. Barbara Windsor, everybody. See you next week. If you fancy yourself as a musical theatre performer, grab a pen and stay tuned, because later we'll be giving you details of a very special I'd Do Anything event that you can be a part of. So, Andrew, Cameron and the panel are making great progress finding 3 boys to ultimately play the role of Oliver in the West End. In a moment, our urchins will be taking to the stage, but first, let's meet our 5th boy through to the semi-final, Alexander. Congratulations to Alexander! Could be Oliver. Let's see if the cap fits. Perfect.
When I was up on stage, it felt absolutely fantastic.
My name is Alexander and I am 11 years old. My favourite band is Bon Jovi and I love playing air guitar to Living on a Prayer. I want to be Oliver because being on that West End stage would be the best thing that has ever happened in my whole life.
Congratulations to Alexander, who's here now with the rest of our Olivers. Performing the Lion King classic, Can You Feel the Love Tonight? And all hoping to be a roaring success in the West End, please welcome our Olivers!
There's a calm surrender to the rush of day, when the heat of the rolling world can be turned away. An enchanted moment, and it sees me through. It's enough for this restless warrior just to be with you. And can you feel the love tonight? It is where we are. It's enough for this wide-eyed wanderer that we got this far. And can you feel the love tonight? It's laid to rest. It's enough to make kings and vagabonds believe the very best. It's enough to make kings and vagabonds believe the very best.
Terrific, guys. They're getting close to that semi-final. Find out who's the 6th Oliver through next Saturday. But the burning question now is, which of our Nancys has done enough to earn a guaranteed place in next week's live show? Before we announce the results, let's ask the panel, based on this week's performance, who is not Nancy? Barry.
Keisha.
Denise.
Ashley.
John.
Keisha.
OK, well, there are only 6 guaranteed places in next week's show. The 2 Nancys with the fewest votes must perform in our sing-off in front of Andrew. He can only save one of them. One Nancy's dream is about to come to an end. All your votes have been counted. I will now announce the results in no particular order. Samantha. You could still be Nancy. Congratulations. Jessie. You could still be Nancy. Well done. Jodie and Rachel. You could also still be Nancy. Congratulations. Keisha and Ashley. One of you is in the bottom 2 and is in the sing-off. One of you is safe. Ashley. You're safe. Please read the story.
Yes! Yes! Yes, 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 yes! Yes! Yes!
Which means, Keisha, you are in the sing-off. If you'd like to come and join me, please. Sarah and Neve, please step forward. There is only one remaining guaranteed place in next week's show. One of you is safe. The other is on very dangerous ground. Sarah. You could still be Nancy. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Which means that, Neve, you are in the sing-off with Keisha. I'm sorry, Keisha, if you'd like to join Neve, please. So, Keisha and Neve, you two are the least popular Nancys. One of you received the lowest number of votes, and if it were down to viewers' votes alone, I can reveal the person that would be out of the competition is Keisha. But, Keisha, there's still hope. Andrew may decide to save you again. You must both now perform The Rose. It's the song you've all been rehearsing this week. None of you wanted to sing. Andrew will be watching you extremely closely. This really needs to be the best performance you've ever given, or you could be going home. Neve, you will begin the sing-off, and then Keisha. Here, singing to impress Andrew Lloyd Webber and win his casting vote, it's Neve and Keisha.
Some say love, it is a river that drowns the tender reed. Some say love, it is a razor that leaves your soul to bleed. Some say love, it is a hunger, an endless aching need. I say love, it is a flower, and you, it's only seed. When the night has been too lonely and the road has been too long, and you think that love is only for the lucky and the strong, just remember, in the winter, far beneath the bitter snow, lies the sea that with the sun's love in the spring becomes the
Neve and Keisha, ladies and gentlemen. Well done, both of you. Impressive performances. But who has done enough to sway Andrew? Andrew, you must now decide. Neve or Keisha? Who will you save?
First, I'm going to say this is a complete and utter travesty. Neither of you should be in the bottom two. It's completely wrong, and I've been put into a situation that I never wanted to be. And do you know what? For the first time on any television show, I'm angry. I am angry. But I'm going to have to go, I think, now with the majority of my panel, and I'm going to save Neve. I'm sorry, Keisha.
Congratulations, Neve. You could still be Nancy. Go and join the others. I'm sorry, Keisha. Why did Keisha not survive tonight?
I don't know. I mean, at the end of the day, that was an impossible choice for me. I thought this might happen at one point, and this is the first time on this series or any of the others that this has happened. I thought you were absolutely wonderful. I thought you caught my eye in the last routine. I think you've got a huge career ahead of you, and all I can say is I'll do anything I can to help you. Bravo, you.
Thank you, Andrew. Thank you so much.
You've made it this far, Keisha. You must be so proud of yourself.
Oh, it's been an amazing journey, and I'm just so thankful to everyone for giving me this chance.
Well, we've loved having you in the competition. We're sorry to see you go, but we must. You know what's coming?
Yep.
Off you go. So, Keisha is not Nancy, and now 7 hopefuls remain. Join me again next Saturday at 7:05 here on BBC One, when our Nancys will once again fight it out to keep their West End dream alive. Plus, our Olivers will be dazzling us all High School Musical style. Until then, I'll leave you with Keisha and our Nancys to say goodbye in their own special way. See you next Saturday.
Cheerio, but be back soon. Give me one long last look, bless you. Remember all true. Be back soon.
As long as he needs me. Oh, yes, he does need me. In spite of what you see, I'm sure that he needs me.
If you are lonely, then you will know when someone